Well, it all comes down to this, and you probably couldn't write it, could you? We are level on points. We are separated by one goal on goal difference, and whoever comes out with the best record in today's two games is going to survive in the Welsh Premier League. Yes, welcome along to part 15 of the Head Coach, and we're going to have to put a bookmark in this series, aren't we? Because today is either the day we complete the second great escape, a miracle with Airbus UK, or it's going to be our first sacking and our first relegation on our CV for 2023. So let's see which one it is as we face Llandudno and Flint Town, both away from home in the final two games of the season. We are level on points with Carmarthen, and look at the goal difference. There's one in it. We're going to have a look at all the detail in a moment, but if you're looking forward to the drama, the tension, then please do put a thumbs up on the video. Some fingernail biting on the way. If you want plenty more of it this year, subscribe and turn that notification bell on. But this is all about doing the job. I don't care how we do it. I don't care how badly we play. I don't even care if we lose both games and Carmarthen lose by more. If we stay up, I'm going to celebrate it as one of my greatest achievements. It was joked in the comments in the last couple of days. We'll do the Jose Mourinho respect thing because it's a miracle every year we keep this lot up. Let's go and have a look at what's been happening since you were last with me. One defeat, one win, but as you know, Carmarthen have been doing well. That defeat against Carmarthen in the last episode is still looking crucial. We then inexplicably had 3 weeks off, but look at what happened since. A 2-1 defeat to Newtown. We were battered for half a game. Davis got us a consolation, but it wasn't enough. And then, of all the times, to pick up a clean sheet and a 1-0 win, at home to Carmarthen, Ethan Morgan did the job. But it didn't really help, because if we go and have a look at Carmarthen and what they've been doing, they've picked up 4 points out of 6. Add to that the win against us. They're probably in their most confident form of the season. I don't think there is any point before this. No, there isn't. Where they've picked up 7 points in 3 games. So Carmarthen are flying. They did, though, drop a point against Llandudno, which is crucial. A 1-1 draw there after a 2-1 win against Carmarthen themselves. They seem to have given up this season. But they go away to Flint Town, as we do on the final day. But then, crucially, they've got a home match. Now, if we go and have a look at the Welsh Premier League, you can see there are some positives. Our goal difference is better by 1. Our goals scored is significantly better than Carmarthen. I mean, the goals conceded is disastrous, but what we've got to talk about, though, is home and away record. At home, we are as good as Carmarthen. We're very solid. 15 points picked up. Away from home, we've only picked up 10, as of Carmarthen in fairness, but they've got a home game in the running and we haven't. Is that going to be decisive? I don't know. I just don't know at this stage what is going to be the deciding factor. For us, I think the best policy is just go and get into the games. Let's be honest, today playing Llandudno is the best chance, because as much as our home record was better, Llandudno's home record is atrocious. So if ever there's a chance at an away win, this has to be the one. I don't fancy our chances at Flint Town, and in fact, let's get the head-to-heads up. Against Llandudno, 4 points each this season. Against Flint Town, head-to-head record this season, they've generally had the better of us. And I know we beat them early on in the year in a game we got battered. But if you look at the last 3 meetings in the Welsh Cup and in the 2 league games, 1 point, 2 defeats. Not good viewing. So I am really holding my hopes on the Llandudno game. We've had some disappointments against them. But when we're at our best, they are the one team in the league on paper that we should beat. So let's go and get through to the tactical meeting. Let's go and pick our 11. And we'll be back in a minute to run through it. One of the biggest games we'll have in this entire career. This is the team and squad I'm going for. It is identical to the team that beat Carmarthen 1-0 and kept a clean sheet. The issue is, and the big change since the last episode, I've taken out Curtis Jones at left back. He was woeful every game. I've got Amari Mason out the squad. He's not going to cost us again. What I've done, Palmer centre half, Bailey Owen back to left back. Bit of extra height in the team. People have talked in the comments about playing more direct, but we've only got 2 centre halves now and 1 striker who are 6 foot. Ethan Morgan is back in the goal scoring trail. Adam Davis has popped up with some crucial ones this year. I just hope it's going to be enough. The team in full, Bradley Borge in goal, Bailey Owen and Masrani the fullbacks with Palmer and Parry as centre-half. And in fact, let me make the change I did in-game last time. I played both as inverted wing-backs on defend. Seemed to give us a lot more strength through the middle. Add to that the diamond. It's really tight and compact to watch for the most point. Edwards, the experienced man in the holding role. Jenkins and Granell, the midfield two. Davis, the number 10. And then Adam Davis and Ethan Morgan up front. Is it going to be another one of those gritty 1-0s? Or is it going to be a game where we outscore the opposition? Who knows? We're very hard to predict. We've got one player from our youth intake on the bench, Josh Dawson. Made his first sub appearance last time out. He's okay. He's good to have as a substitute. But he's not really going to feature if things are tense. So let's go and get into it, submit the team. Joe Palmer struggling for sharpness, but he played well last time. I just need one more performance. If we win today, I believe we'll survive. It all comes down to this. Our former striker George Pearce, the man who causes chaos against us at both ends, Lee James, and Clayton Green, who's got a mixed history against us too, is a very decent side, but it is the one side on paper we're better than. So let's pump the fist. Let's go and show why we're favourites. Crucially, those two experienced players in the squad are. They know it's a big game. I just wish we had a few more players over 19 that understood the magnitude too. Through the tunnel interview, do not shrink on the big occasion. It all comes down to this. A relegation 6-pointer for the ages. It's not about tactics at this point. We've got the league table and the Carmarthen score up as Masrani puts in a big cross straight on Haynes' head. Not really the ball we were looking for at this point. As he's going to play long downfield. Are we going to be vulnerable again? Palmer back there. Does better than Bailey Owen has for many a time. Long towards Adam Davis. Down for Granell. Two in behind. Craig Davis, one of them. Please finish it. Dragged wide. Brilliant finish. Craig Davis composes himself. 16th goal of the season. A devastating counter-attack. A brilliant moment. We need to hold on. This is a big start. And we've got a free kick 30 yards out with Jenkins just off the bar. Cleared away from Granell, who was trying to poach. And now they're on the counter. But we've left 3 back, as you would expect, at 1-0 up. Owen holds the ball up for Parsons. And he can now come down the left to Kirkman, the overlapping fullback. Leads to nothing, though. We are dominating the game. We are 1-0 up. And Flint Town are as well. This is what we needed as Parsons put the corner in. Don't score. Headed away as far as Green. Shoots from miles out. Hits the post. Bailey Owen up. Masrani away. Southern brings it down for Marks. First big scare. Great block from Granell from the second one. And Parsons picks it up on the right. Please hold out, lads. Not before half-time. Great ball in teasing. But no one attacked it. Edwards and Masrani combine to clear. And now Ethan Morgan can counter. But we don't get to see it. Half-time. We're 1-0 up. Carmarthen 1-0 down. At the moment it's dreamland, but it can all change in 45. We've been in this position before. Let's go and tell the lads they're capable of more. Bailey Owen, do not be nervous. I need you today. I've got faith. Seem pleased. Let's get into it. I might have had a tough season, but I am fully on board today as Masrani's throw is a 1-2 with Davis in towards Craig Davis, who heads just over. Really, I wanted that the other way round with Adam in the middle. Llandudno coming back into the game in terms of stats, but at the moment we are holding on. Parry gets the ball from a short goal kick, finds Bailey Owen, carries it inside from left back. Big change with those inverted wing backs. As Morgan flicks on, Davis will chase, but it falls for Simpson, the centre half. Please make a mistake, do something silly. Doesn't, clears long downfield. Parsons up with Masrani, good hoof downfield. Davis can't get there. Parsons takes on Masrani. Oh, he's been beaten too easy. Far too easily. Does get back and force him to go to his fullback though. Long through ball. Palmer's out. What are you doing, man? Don't do that back there. Keeper caught out. No communication. And it falls for James and Wilson. The attack's still going. Parsons crosses blocked to Owen. Heads just over the bar. Oh, there are going to be no nails left at the end of this one. But we've got a corner at the other end. I would love a second goal. Parry's up. Parry scores. Oh, a dirty set-piece goal is exactly what we need. Nathan Parry, one of the few big men in the team, and a 16-year-old, to be fair to him, in a defence that has been an absolute mess this year, he's been the one ever present and the one solid player. At the same time, Flint Town have gone 2-0 up. I think we're going to pull it off again. We are achieving a miracle, back-to-back seasons, and if we can do this with the coaching badge coming as well, surely we start to get a look in for jobs now. As Jenkins puts the corner in for the third time, Adam Davis heads in. Survival is on the cards, people. What a performance on the big stage. The boys have turned up, and you know what? I have to give them credit, because on the biggest day, when they could have shrunk, they have delivered. We'll make some subs. Ethan Morgan will come off for Sasha Payrelade. In fact, we'll take both of the front two off. Just get fresh legs to chase. At the back, I don't want to make too many changes, but Owen's on a yellow. No risk. Curtis Jones on for him. In the holding role, Ryan Edwards replaced by... I'd ideally want to bring on Nichols, but I haven't got anyone that can play deeper. So Dan Jones. And then Grinnell, just because he's been injured a lot of the year, will come off for Dion Nichols. 5 subs made, 10 minutes to go. We're 3-0 up with Airbus. Surely we can't blow this. 4 minutes to go, and most crucially, as well as us being a winner at the moment, Carmarthen are still 2 down. This would be back-to-back clean sheets, wouldn't it, if we could hold on? Which would be a miracle in itself. I may have spoken too soon though, as James down the right gets to the byline and crosses. Borge comes a mile, and he gets there. Fair play to him. I may be a bit harsh on him when I talk about Parry, because Borge has been very good as well. It's just the other 3 that are useless. As Borge clears long, towards Kerry Davis, can't win it. Wilson gets there, won back by Nichols. Davis turns his man, ended that goal drought. He's playing with confidence now. Loses the ball as soon as I say it. Hoofed away as far as Curtis Jones. Who can he find? Nichols. In over the top to Payrelade. He's 1-on-1. Oh, it's turning into a beautiful day. Pressure? What pressure? 4-0 Airbus. Survival on. And now I'm going to say it. Respect. Respect the achievement. Carmarthen 2-0 down into stoppage time. 3 points clear. The goal difference is wildly apart now. And barring an absolute disaster against Flint Town, I'm saying it. I think we're safe. Into the final day to confirm it, because it could still be a swing. We've seen worse in this save, haven't we? Well, just like Mikel Arteta in the Arsenal documentary, I start losing my voice every time we have a big game, so apologies for any squeaks picked up on the microphone in the next 10 minutes. But crucially, unlike Mikel Arteta, I've got a little bit arrogant now. We had our press conference yesterday. They asked me, who do you think's going down? I said, Carmarthen. They're not cut out for this level. Will they be famous last words? The board and the supporters are hoping for last day drama where we avoid relegation with a result. A draw guarantees a survival. The goal difference swing at the moment is 7 goals. Now, that doesn't take much. We've had some shocking defensive displays this year. Carmarthen are at home to Newtown. Newtown are by far the strongest side in this bottom half. Now, fingers crossed, they're not on the beach, because we need them to do well for us. If Carmarthen don't win, the rest doesn't matter. But let's go and get into it and find out. It is the most important game after the last one, because we have now given ourselves one hell of a chance. And to be honest, it'd be a disaster if we went down from here. Let's go and have a look at the team we can pick today. If everyone's fit, it ain't changing, and it's not going to. The same 11, the same 18, there's no need to make a change. Let's submit the team, let's go and get into it. We're probably going to lose, but we've got to keep the score down. Well, again, at risk of being famous last words, it might be our lucky day here because their best player, George Walters, has been left on the bench. Now, they've got nothing to play for. If he's got a knock, I completely understand it. But Nick Rushton up front, someone we tried to sign in the first season, one of the first strikers our director of football went for. Now, can today we keep the score down? And most importantly, can Carmarthen just lose? Because then I don't have to worry. 15 gone, nothing happening, not even watching our stats, just staring at latest scores. And it's not good viewing because Carmarthen have scored. Palmer heads away a corner. Now, if we start to go behind, as we are just about to, are we? No. Brilliant save, Borge. Masrani clears away. Adam Davis on the right-hand side. Gets it up to Jenkins. Brilliant football. Through on the counter-attack to Craig Davis. Oh, misses. Somehow misses. The flag doesn't go up either. It would have counted. From Borge making a brilliant fingertip save onto the post. We should have scored on the counter. It stays 0-0. It's still enough. But Carmarthen making it difficult until now. Newtown equalise. It's 1-1 on the clock. Brilliant stuff for us. Masrani to Jenkins. Back to Edwards. Long over the top towards Morgan, Forgetting my players' names in the excitement. Adam Davis parries the ball to the right-hand side. There's 3 in the middle. Chips up for Morgan. Great first touch. Second one not so good. Comfortable save. Comfortable height for the keeper. But at the moment, we're staying 3 points clear. I just want another Newtown goal so I can relax. Because at the moment, I still feel like Flint have got the better of us here. Palmer again, just getting in a bit of a mix-up with Borge, but it's headed away. Back into Borge again. good goalkeeping. He's had a really good finish to the season. A shining light, the youngster. Him and Parry at the back. Tell you what, if we could build around him, we'd probably be top half. But Parry's got the ball here, long towards Morgan. Loses out for Sadler. Through ball down the left-hand side. Masrani will keep it in. But what are you going to do with it? Clear it with a deflection. Jenkins flicks on. Davis down. Only falls for Garrett. Through ball to the edge. Parry misses out. Phillips puts it wide. It should have been 1-0 Flint Town. That was a glorious chance. We're into 1 minute of first half stoppage time. It is a pretty precarious area for a free kick this. Owen will take it left footed. Owen puts it over. So at half time, both us and Carmarthen are drawing. The 7-goal difference swing remains, as does the 3-point gap. That's crucial. Let's get through the dressing room. Let's tell the lads to dig in. Do you know what? They've played well. Into the second half, see if it has an impact. We're back just 3 minutes into it. Bradley Borges with the ball in goal. Big long punt downfield to Adam Davis. Was he onside? It's a great touch. The challenge falls free for Morgan. Oh, he's put it wide again. Do you know what? For a game where Flint have been the better side, we've had some glorious chances. Probably 3 now. And we might live to regret it because Carmarthen have just gone ahead again. That means we are only 1 point ahead. If we concede, we then start to worry about goal difference. And Carmarthen have just scored a third. Oh my word, they're going to put it close, aren't they? Oh, who cares? What a goal! Redemption for Joe Jenkins. The man who got sent off against Llandudno a couple of episodes ago. The man that partially put us in this mess. Oh, we've got to watch it again. What a goal. His free kick was headed away back to him. On the half volley. Oh, it's stunning. Oh, I forgive you. I forgive you, Mr. Jenkins. What a man. What a goal. And now, surely we can't blow this. Surely we cannot lose this game. 25 minutes to go. It's a goal for the ages. That one will be a highlight reel moment in Airbus's history. We've got 15 left. I'm leaving the changes as long as I possibly can. As Barrett plays out from the back for the hosts. Flint Town still attacking. Walters is on, their best player. And Garrett holds the ball up at the back. Long over the top towards the centre forward. Headed away by Parry and Granell. Davis to Edwards. Long towards Morgan, who I think was offside. But the keeper's come miles here. Not a good clearance. Barrett gets up for it though. Clears it downfield. Parry gives it to Granell. I'm probably not making much sense here, but I'm very nervous and tense still. Long ball forward straight to the keeper. There's nothing from it. Long ball back from Jones. It is kick end to end and no real quality. But who cares? Ethan Morgan holds up. Support down the line but goes himself. 2 in the middle. Shoots anyway. Over the bar. 10 to go. Let's go and make some changes. You've got a feel for Carmarthen. They've done their bit really well. And at the moment, look at the stats. It's a smash and grab. Let's go and get to the tactics. We're actually due to finish, if we hold on here, on a higher points total than last year, which is an incredible achievement with the squad we've got. Let's go and take a few people off. Craig Davis off. On will come Josh Dawson, the youth intake star. Morgan off. Payrelade on up front. Dion Nichols will come on for Granell, who's knackered. I'm not touching the defence though. Not at the moment. Free kick with a few minutes to go. Nichols off the woodwork. Cleared away by Barrett. Back to Nichols again. Chips to the back post to Jenkins. Touches poor. It's cleared downfield. And now he's on a yellow, which worries me. I don't think he'll do enough to upset me today though. There's 5 to go. I mean, you've got a feel for Carmarthen. They've done their bit. And not only have they won, they've won comfortably. Let's go and make a couple of changes. Edwards off in the holding role for Jones. And we'll make another one in 2 minutes' time. Keep the time wasting up as Palmer's got the ball at the back. Takes it from centre half. This free kick will take an age. We've got the time wasting on. We're slowing it down. And look at him. We've been 20 seconds there. Play short to Parry. Over to Payrelade. They've left a high line to counter us. Finish it off. Oh, you idiot. Why are you trying to dink the keeper there? You have not got the talent for that. Just shoot, man. He could have put it in the back of the net. The right back, Masrani, is having a poor game. He's on a booking. I'm going to bring on Goodwin, am I? Yes, he'll go right back for now. 2 minutes of stoppage time left. What a story. Redemption for Joe Jenkins. Brilliant achievement for us. And I have genuinely this season no idea how we've pulled ourselves out of that. But you've got to give it to these lads. It's a very young team. And you've watched it with your own eyes. They've turned up for the big ones. There's a fun stat we're going to go through in a moment. But let's finish off with a season review. Here it is then, end of season review. We've got a fun league stat on the way, which is related to us being in episodes here, but there should be a trophy at the bottom. Keeping this side up, it's our Champions League medal. Let's get to the new arrivals. To be fair, Davis, Morgan, Masrani, all ever presents. The top two, crucial to our goal scoring exploits, and those out. I mean, how many good players have we lost? Ayr was one of the top scorers in the league. Steve Thomason was the best player at the club. There's more than a showing on that list. Let's go and have a look at the season results, because we beat last year's total by 2 points. We finished 10th, and I've got a fun stat for you. We have played 10 league games on camera this season. We've won 4 of them. We've played 22 league games off camera. We've only won 3. I think I might have to show you some more games if we're still here next year, because you seem to be my lucky charm. Consider that 2 of those were against TNS that we lost. And actually, of the winnable games against other semi-pro sides, we're 50% on camera. So the lads are obviously showing up for you more than they are for me. We went on that awful 18-game winless run in the middle of the season, but the start and the end were both pretty good. And ultimately, that's what saved us. I don't think we can continue to weaken this squad and do it again. Surely now the director of football actually has to sign some players. I just hope. I'm not here to find out. Let's go and get through the moments to remember. A biggest win, a 7-0 in the cup. A match to remember, the 6-2 against Carmarthen. It ended that winless run. It was an absolutely bonkers game and a pivotal moment. Goal droughts being ended, the winless run being ended. And against Carmarthen, it's the 3 points that kept us up. So yeah, a crucial game and one of those rare wins in a horrible season. Goal of the season, there was no other, was there? We just saw it. It was our final goal of the year. The goal that kept us up, Joe Jenkins, and it was a goal worthy of keeping any team up. What a finish. What a redemption story. Joe Jenkins, back in the good books. Let's get through the finances, which are actually all right. The new fans trust keep pumping and injecting money in. So I'm hoping when we've done our first coaching badge, which should be about a month or so, we can get straight on the second one. We're back in credit, the finances will be in the black, and I'm hoping they'll let us do another one. Then we can run away and get another job. Let's see how we lined up for the year. The best 11. Not bad when you consider that Kamara did a runner halfway through the year, and half of them were woefully out of form. But still, we survived. We deserve the accolades for that. Adam Davis, top scorer and player of the year. Nathan Parry, brilliant at young centre-half. Goal of the season, Joe Jenkins, of course. There was no other after that moment. And otherwise, it's all Adam Davis. So we've got to keep him. Most league appearance record for the club. Ryan Edwards, 374. He's off in the summer to Kefan Druids. Another one going. Please let us get a replacement. History in the making though as we survive again. Avoiding relegation is not easy, which makes it all the more impressive that Airbus UK pulled it off. Don't you talk about that lousy start though. Let's move to season 2 in our manager timeline. After all the stuff last year, we have got a big Nathaniel MG Cup winner 7-0 record and surviving again. Oh, and look, we've won 3 matches in a row, a club record. That shows how bad we've been. What are the expectations next season if we end up still here? We are expected to avoid relegation and then a year after that become established. So we can't be here after next year because that's mad. The only thing I can hope is that the chairman, the new one, sacks Liam Thomas. He's not got a new deal yet. So maybe he'll be gone. We'll get a great director of football and Airbus will become a legendary club. But I'm going to apply for about 40 jobs and I hope we'll get them in the meantime. We are going to spend the summer looking for a job as I leave on the screen that shows our achievement. Do you think we'll get one now with that coaching badge on the way? Or are we going to be stuck here again? If we are, will the director of football actually sign a player? Will he get replaced? Who knows? If you want to find out and you did enjoy this episode, please do put a thumbs up on it. We turned up when it mattered, but are we going to have the same struggle again next year? If you want to find out if we get it, subscribe down below and turn that notification bell on, as we will be back at the same time tomorrow. Will it be with Airbus? Get your predictions in the comments below. In the meantime, we'll be back with our Builder Nation tomorrow morning. You can find that playlist in the eye above. We had some bad news in that one today as well. But thank you very much for sticking with me for another year, for being the 12th man as our form shows on camera. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow for the big news. Please, just let it be a job offer.